Welcome back to another episode of Hello, Ladies, where feminism meets pro wrestling. We are your hostesses with the mostesses. I am Sabrina,
I am Megan.
and we did not watch WrestlePalooza, but we did watch All Out. So there's that.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like definitely got more of the money's worth with All Out than what I'm reading about WrestlePalooza. So,
Yeah, before we started filming, we were talking a little bit about that. And it's just like WWE needed to like hit it out of the ballpark going from a $5 subscription to like a $30 subscription in order to watch their pay-per-views. Because you can get away with like a mid pay-per-view if it's $5.
mhm.
Um, not 30. No.
No, it's not even a $30 subscription because
Yeah.
we have ESPN Plus and you still have to pay for the pay-per-view on top of it. So, no, F that. We'll be sailing the seven seas from now on for WWE pay-per-views. Not paying that on top of my subscription already.
No. Like I remember, so when we were kids, you had to buy the pay-per-views.
Hmm.
Usually they're by going through your TV Guide channel to do so.
Or
Or
call a phone
calling.
number.
You had to
Yeah.
call a phone number and pay for it over the phone. Or no, they would send you a bill.
Yeah.
They would send you a bill.
It would be attached to your like regular bill. That's when I was young, like early 90s. That's how we did it for the big four.
Yeah, yeah. And when I remember when I was a kid, it was like $20 a month, with the exception of WrestleMania. I think that was 25 or 30.
I can't remember.
So I can't because like my that was like me and my dad, that was our thing.
Hmm.
And so he would do that, and he would get us a pizza
Oh,
and from Domino's. So when I think of like watching wrestling in the 2000s, especially the early 2000s, that's what I think of.
nice.
Like Domino's pizza, extra cheese was the only topping I would eat. Extra cheese, and like watching it with my dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Uh it was great again, except when those bra and panty matches came on, and then I wanted to die.
Yeah, they were awkward. Yeah, my experience was more it was the neighborhood kids. And we'd all chip in like a couple bucks and order some food, usually prep pizza, not Domino's though. It would usually be from like a local pizza place. And yeah, it'd be like a living room full of kids
Yeah.
watching it.
I will ask you, what did you, what do you think of Stephanie McMahon being inducted into the Hall of Fame?
I don't care. I mean, I figured it's gonna happen at some point, right? Like,
Yeah, so like especially as like a manager or as like a heel character,
mhm,
I especially again in that early 2000s period, I really loved Stephanie. Her and Jericho, like that feud,
mhm,
I loved it. It did seem like a genuine reaction too that she was surprised she was going
yeah.
in. Because honestly, like I don't think she would have made that face. Like I don't think she would have practiced that one in the mirror. Um,
I don't know. Have you ever seen her smile?
well, yeah. So it's not usually like
Her smile is, God bless her. No, no, it's terrible. She always looks like she's in pain.
maybe she is.
Probably.
If Vince and Linda were your parents,
Yeah, well, her and Paul aren't shaping up to be much better. So,
no, no. Well, as parents, they might be.
yeah,
I'm sure, actually, given the fact that like they both stepped away at different points to like, I mean, granted, Paul was dying.
yeah.
But Stephanie stepped away at one point to be with her family. That is something that Vincent K. McMahon never would have done.
No,
His kids could have been on life support, and he would have been like, "Show goes on.
especially
They're gonna die or live whether I'm there or not."
especially Shane.
Oh yeah, he would have just been like, "Pull the plug. He broke his leg.
Yeah.
Pull it, pull it. My son Paul will take care of the business."
Yeah, right.
God, and people wonder why Shane's like, "I just wanted my dad to say he's proud of me or that he loves me."
Mhm.
Like, oh
Oh, Shane.
yeah. Um, but then switching over to the pay-per-view we did watch.
Yes.
Um, I think they did I mean, AEW always does like a good job. In fact, I would say that they've actually kind of messed up their own scale, right? Like because there's such a high expectation for AEW pay-per-views, like to keep out doing it, that this was a very good pay-per-view.
Hmm.
I don't think it's probably their best one of the year, but
No, no, probably not. But I mean, it still was good. Like you said, they always do. Like even their quote bad pay-per-views are still better than a lot of other promotions pay-per-views.
yes,
Like
like
their wrestling, forget like the storylines that could be inconsistent and all that shit. The pure wrestling in the ring in AEW is kind of hard to touch.
and it's also it's going to be hard like competing for because one thing that people do complain about is and I am one of them how long AEW's pay-per-views go.
5 hours. The main show was
Mhm.
5 hours.
And that felt short for them because they've done longer ones. Like if you're going to an AEW pay-per-view in person, you're in that building for like 10 hours.
Oh, I can imagine.
Like, um, but that being said, again, comparing it to now WWE, and it's a 3 hour show,
Hmm.
$10 an hour? No, thank you. That's not,
Yeah, no.
no,
I mean, technically that's what you're paying for AEW though, because it's like 50 or $60, and if it's 5 or 6 hours, it's also $10 an hour.
true, true. But there's so much more.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's usually $50 for AEW. It's like 49.99.
yeah, something around there.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, those cards are stacked. And I will say, like, so the main show starting off, I am not an FTR fan. Never have been, clearly never will be, at this point. And I was really into this match. And I love so Edge doing the like tribute to John Cena,
Mhm.
I thought was great with, it being Cena's last run and all of that. And they had a very storied rivalry.
Well, he did that because Cena did a tribute to him.
Yeah.
He did the spear, like the whole before the spear thing, and Cena's been doing moves from all of his like greatest rivals.
Yeah. I can't remember who, because like the camera cut, but Edge did it. Oh, they did a 3D.
Mhm.
Edge and Christian did a 3D as well.
Yeah, it
Uh,
was like a love letter to wrestling, that match,
mhm.
especially tag team, with the exception of the John Cena thing.
Yeah. I think it was a love letter to their careers.
That too.
Um, but I mean, Edge and Christian still got it.
Yeah.
And yes, I hate Cope. I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I'd prefer if they just call him Adam. Like if
Yeah.
they're or Christian and Adam, that's fine. Or, Christian and Adam Copeland. Copeland, just Cope sounds not a fan.
No.
Not, I know that they're trying to go with something one syllable like Edge. They could have just spelled Edge differently. Like they could have gave it a weird spelling and just still called him that. I mean, he's got a shirt that says Legend. Like
Yeah.
they're not just subtly winking at that. That's like a flashing sign on that shirt. I don't know why they couldn't. Maybe he didn't want to go by that name.
Maybe.
I don't know, but Cope is just, it does not flow.
No, it doesn't. And like I was very happy to see Beth. I felt like
Mm.
something that would happen eventually.
Yeah.
I am a little sad though that that means her and Natalia will not be tag champs because that's something they have wanted to do.
Mm.
Um, but
Yeah.
with
Never say never in wrestling.
true, true. With her coming out, I think they should have just gone with Beth. I don't think they need to say Beth Copeland or Beth Cope. Like just Beth.
They probably will just refer to her as Beth.
God, I hope so. I know that that is actually her name.
Hmm.
Well, I don't think, no, Beth isn't her first name. I forget what her first name is, but it's not actually Beth. Um,
I forget what it is too.
but yeah, that whole thing where she like kisses him and then starts, it was such like a movie moment.
Hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was pretty badass. I'm excited to see her in the women's roster because it said she's all elite, so she's there.
Yeah. And she's tough as nails.
Yeah.
Like, Yeah. And I think also what a great opportunity for the women in AEW to learn from her.
Hmm.
Um, she did a lot of work with like Rhea Ripley. So, I mean, I'm not saying she's going to turn everyone into a Rhea Ripley, but
There's a possibility.
there is a possibility. And I'm here for an army of Rheas.
So are most people.
It's true. Very, very true. But for a different reason, you freaks.
So are most people. Have you checked her Twitter?
I mean, even just TikTok scrolling that, I see the compilations and like
Yeah.
they're not even a lot of them because a lot of them are done by women. They're not even filthy. They're just like the music that's set to is just like you are in love with this woman.
Yeah, most people are.
Yeah. Yeah. Buddy, if he ever falls, there's just gonna be like people stomping on him.
Seriously. There's
Like, don't know what happened. Hmm.
Yeah, there's definitely a line behind him waiting for him to fail.
Oh yeah, Kathy Kelly's at the top of that now. I love like they did because Kathy Kelly's like social media is fire and it's a lot of it centers around a love for Rhea and her just like being like she's so cute and adorable, so she gets away with being creepy. But there was a thing like it was the audio like just you and me and your friend Steve. And when Steve, it was Buddy and Rio walking around like horror nights at
Mhm.
Universal or something. And when it said, and your friend Steve, you see Kathy jump into frame and her and Rio hold hands and just smiling at each other. And Buddy's just there going, what?
That's cute.
It's fantastic. If you're not sponsored by Kathy Kelly, but like you need to go watch her TikToks or like her Instagram reels. Fire.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, but yes, what anything else about FTR Edge and Christian? Beth?
Oh, one thing I'm just sick of, and I'll get to it after probably multiple of these. One thing AEW does way too much is when the babyface gets the win, they immediately get beat down after.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's like every match. It's starting to become funny at this point. Like it's just, please, please, we can have clean win, like just a win and celebrate. They were in Toronto. Just let them.
Have some fun.
There doesn't have to be heat for every single match. Like you could do that maybe one match out of the night, but
Hmm.
it doesn't. I'm so over it.
And part of that is like, and they've said it before, like throughout, like the the people who are doing the matches, they don't check with one another to see what they're doing. And then, because if they happen to both have a beat down at the end, someone would have to make the decision then of who gets to do the beat down and who doesn't. And I'm guessing Tony Khan's like, I don't want to do that.
Everyone gets a beat. It's like
Yeah,
Oprah. Y'all get beat down.
everyone gets beat.
Ugh. Yeah, that's just that annoyed me because I'm
Yeah.
just over it. It happens on Dynamite. I'm sure it probably still happens on Collision. It happens in the pay-per-views.
Hmm.
It's just too much with the beatdowns after the babyface gets the win.
Yeah, because it immediately, the second match was the same.
Hmm.
But we of course had this was definitely the shortest match on the card, Eddie Kingston and um Big Bill.
Yeah, it was 7 minutes and 20 seconds, it says.
Yeah. And
Which is not surprising with him just coming back after being gone for 16 months.
yeah, exactly. I think that was the right call. And like I think even putting it in the second spot was smart too, because that's gonna keep people in their seats.
Hmm.
Um and thrilled to see Eddie Kingston back. Everyone was so happy.
I loved him coming out with the Claudio sucks egg shirt. It's like still hates Claudio.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he got so much love in that match.
Yeah, he got teary-eyed after it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a typical Eddie match, like he's very much a big fan of New Japan, so a lot of chopping, a lot of strong style, a lot of hard hitting, like very much an Eddie match. He looked fantastic for being gone so long.
Yeah, yeah. And I think it was Brian was on commentary for this match, and I think he was the one that made the comment about like he's like Eddie looks a little winded. And I was like, "Yeah, should you be pointing that out?"
Yeah, and they shouldn't have put Shivani pointing out at the end how Eddie kind of missed the punch.
Oh yeah.
And then Shivani was not seen again for the rest of the night. They brought out Taz, and that
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah. You're in timeout now.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we got JR'd.
Yep. You're going back to the farm, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, decent match. The finish obviously got a little fucky, but they didn't
Hmm.
have to point that out on commentary.
Nope, nope.
Didn't get all of that. Like, shut up. Just shut up.
I mean, sometimes I'm glad when they do that. Like, for example, I mean, we just had Nikki Bella and I almost said Carmella. That is not who at all. Carmella is not in WWE and is very pregnant right now,
Hmm.
so not wrestling. But we just had Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch and that missed kick.
Hmm.
Um, Something like that, like, and I'm actually kind of glad that there was that moment because usually whenever women do these screw ups, everyone's like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah." These things happen, folks. Granted, not usually a mile apart like that, but
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, we could have just let that go. Like,
yeah, the yeah, yeah.
for the finish, I say let it go. If it's something mid-match, maybe be like, oh, they didn't get all of that. But the finish, maybe just shut up.
There was at some point, Taz was calling a match, and something weird happened, and Taz literally went, I don't know what that was." And I was like, that's very validating because I don't know what that was either.
Taz was on one during
He was
this. Yeah,
grumpy.
he was cranky.
He was grumpy. And I don't know what it was, like enough so that like during the pay-per-view, like that's what we it's like, does
Hmm.
Taz seem extra grouchy? Like,
Yeah,
did someone piss in his Cheerios? What's going on?
he was a cranky boy. Speaking of Taz,